Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good.
How are you
I'm
tonight?
doing great. We have reached the end of our long peninsular journey here, and it's very bittersweet tonight. I'm not going to lie. I mean,
I've been thinking the same
we've
thing. I've been
already
thinking the same
we've
thing.
already been through it once, so there are no surprises, and I use the air quotes as I'm saying that. There are no surprises awaiting us here, but there is just something about that very final play, the rematch of the very last scenario of a module that when I look back when we did Stonewall Jackson's Way 2 and All Green Alike and Stonewall in the Valley, there's just something, yeah, bittersweet, I guess is if I'm going to use that term again. I'm excited about where we're going after this. We're going to talk about that at the end of this video, so stick around, folks. You may learn something. Um, but yes, we are here. This is the second play, the rematch of scenario number 7, the retreat to the James. This will put the capper on not only our 7 days series of scenarios here, but the entirety of the On to Richmond module. Now, there are some folks out there, they know who they are. They are our regular commenters on the comments section below, which again is for everyone's benefit down there. Feel free to chime in. They are encouraging you and I to step up to the plate and go through a full campaign game for one of these. I am all for that, but you and I will need to figure out, I think, some parameters for that to make our lives a little easier, because certainly the On to Richmond one, with all of its intricacies, is probably not the one we want to do that for. But we'll put a pin in it, and we'll certainly come back to that, because I know you're excited to go into
Yeah,
advanced play.
yes, I just been thinking I need to do that, and yeah, that'd be fantastic. I'd love to try to do that
I think we can certainly accommodate that. So that
because
will add.
the 7 days scenario we did was like a tiny little advanced game.
Ex-
That was so
exactly,
fun.
exactly. I mean, and sometimes when they have some of those bigger scenarios like that, they will whet your appetite by throwing in elements of the advanced game, like the amphibious movement
Amphibious
and
movement,
gunboats and stuff like that. Things that you would normally
gunboat.
take as
Well,
granted.
rain,
Of course, rain,
much as we hate rain.
right? Um,
Anyway,
but yes, so we will we
wrote my
will
hands
we
together.
will certainly discuss that. But here we are. Our job tonight is to play through this again. Tonight, Roger will take the erstwhile McClellan and the boys in blue. I will be taking Robert E. Lee and the boys in butternut. If we're being technical, I guess. My job is to prevent him from escaping from where he is entrenched right now to the James River. This scenario presumes that they have changed base. So if you've not watched the first one, feel free to stop this, go back and watch the first one, because I will not belabor all of the nuances of the scenario information. I do that in the first game, as you guys know by now. I will highlight a few specifics to this one that are pertinent. One is the fact that D.H. Hill and Jackson up there will have opportunities every time we roll a doubles on initiative. Confederate still wins that, but then you take a moment and you check the matrix and you uh, consult how many previous times the doubles have been rolled, and we look at that chart and see if either one of them are successful in having their engineers reconstruct the Grapevine and the Alexander and or the Alexander Bridge. They will only get one of them, of course, but that is a choice ahead of me. Um, and just to refocus on the victory points locations, there are 5 of them. They are all in control of the Union at the moment. Malvern Hill, Hoxell's Landing, and Shirley are all worth 10 points, but when I say they're all worth that, any one of them is worth 10 points. So if I capture any one of them, that is going to give me 10 victory points as the Confederates. Or if I get Berkeley or Westover, those are worth 15 victory points. And that's the ultimate sort of goal for me, because my threshold tonight for a marginal victory as the Confederates is 10 victory points. So I need to kind of have a plan for taking one of those. We've seen that is the linchpin. Not to spoil anything from the first one if you haven't watched it, but go back and you will see that those victory point locations do factor in, as odd as that may seem with all of the other moving parts for the scenario. But now, in hindsight and reflection, what do you think about this scenario after we've played it through once, and what are your thoughts for tonight?
I thought it hinges on initiatives very much. Interesting. I'll be interested to watch how you approach the bridge building. We discussed that might be fool's gold, and I'll be interested to see how you play that out. And obviously, I learned a lot from your tactics last week, and so probably not going to be any surprises there from me for you tonight.
Okay.
I think your tactics were very good.
It really is. I think since the onus is on the Confederates to actually earn the points, that yeah, it's kind of a reaction at first because you want to see how the initiatives are going to go. I got very fortunate with getting able to pull back as the Union forces to pull back and get moving, so they were not trapped. But that is the fate of the gods there with the dice gods. You don't know if that's going to ever happen tonight. What's funny about the bridge building is while it may seem like fool's gold for you, you got it on the first. I think you
I
got it
did.
on the first one. You're
I
like,
did.
I can roll a one all day. Boom, there's a one. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, it just depends on how that's going to be utilized. So, um,
And,
and I
and just
anticipated that. Of course, I prepared for that.
what I like about the design, the initiatives do make it very historical. You never know when a commander like Jackson is suddenly going to go, I'm tired, and not do anything. So, which is crucial to this 3 days. That's how the Union Army got out. Was Confederate Army was slow.
Exactly, exactly. Well,
So, uh,
I think that was all that I wanted to point out again on the rules for this time, and we, a lot of the strategic stuff we're just gonna have to we'll talk about afterwards and see what comes up. But of course, we have no random events on this one, so no sweating out any rain turns. That is
mm,
very fortunate for both sides. You, as the Union, will get the first two initiatives, and you are, of course, you have the availability to make any leader transfers that you'd like to do before we get started. So, with that, I will say good luck to you, sir, and I will leave it to you for that option.
good luck to you as well. And I'm going to make, I think, one leader transfer. I'm going to transfer McClellan up to Heinzelman.
Interesting. Okay.
Um, and that's going to be it for my leader transfers.
All right. I kind of like what you did previously with Lee, and now being able to react to that. I am almost certainly going to move Lee down to Magruder, I think, and see if that will give me any kind of flexibility for grand assaults. So go ahead and take your two free initiatives.
Two initiatives. I have to do, I think I'm limited to my cores. Yep. 2, 3, and
Yes, two, three,
6.
and six.
So we'll start with Franklin and the 6th Corps, Smith and Slocum. Here's his movement. Oh.
All right, I quit.
We'll start with Baldy Smith first. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And Slocum 1, 2, 6. And I get another initiative. And I can everybody, right? Yeah. So Sumner's going to activate all three of his divisions: Sedgwick, Richardson, and Meager. Here's their movement. 5. Meager's just going to go 1 to there. Richardson 1, 2, 3. They're just going to fall back 1, 2. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 to there. I think now we roll for initiative.
We do. And you continue.
Union left. Yeah, okay. We'll activate Hooker and Carney. Heinzelman. Their movement. It's 3. 2, actually. The best they can do You can go 1, 2 to there, 2 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
That is a very interesting situation. I believe we'll pull Hougere off the line, come out of his entrenchments. Yeah. So here's his movement plus 1, or minimum 2 rather. It's 5. Guess he will just come down here and shadow Carney. Right there. Initiative. It's yours again with 1.
We'll activate Nagley. What's his movement? 1. Gonna move cross country to there. Block that bridge for Yule.
Boo!
Initiative. It's mine with a 1 unit again. We'll activate Smith with Franklin. Here's his movement. It's 5. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. Yours.
We will activate. Magruder will activate McClaws.
Well, thank you for removing my
Oh,
breastworks.
not
I
a
forgot
problem.
to do that.
Not a problem. He's going to activate everybody in range there. Here's their march. It's a 1. All right. So it's a 2 now then. Cobb will go 1, 2. DR Jones will go 1, 2. And these guys will go to there. All right, initiative. It's mine again. All right. Well, let's see if we can't have some fun today. What's Sumner got under there? He's got 18. All right, so McClaws should be at fatigue level 1. Magruder will attempt an assault with McClaws and the artillery reserve. So here it goes. There's the command, and one of them can participate. So just McClaws. Now he will ask Lee for a grand assault. Here's that, and 1 extra hex can come in. So we will do. Let's look at the combat chart here. And do I want to see? Let's see, 12. So it's either 21 or 22. They're on the same column, so that makes no difference except for artillery. So I want to cover your artillery, so it's going to be DR Jones that comes in. So DR Jones will go to 2. And now we have 21 to 18. Yeah, so we have +1 assault. +1 for a Lee bonus. Tactical is a wash. We have a flank of +1. So it looks like just a +3.
Yep, that's what I have.
All right, here we go. Here's +3 with the Union on the left or Confederate on the right. And that's a big +5 result.
Ouch, ouch. On 18, that's going to be a killer. 3 DR for me.
And I've got 21. 5.
Ouch, ouch,
So that is a 1 EA for me. So more bodies does not always equal better.
Now, okay. 3 DR. So I can go that direction down the railroad. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to keep right on rolling.
Yeah,
6.
I mean that's more helpful than anybody would expect.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take the loss off McClaws. So he go down 1 to 11. That's my 1 loss. That's an end action. So yeah, let's put McClaws in there. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so I won the initiative with a single unit again. Okay. Ooh, okay, Richardson. Let's get him, start backing him up. So much for my strategy for defending the bridgehead. Um, I'll roll for movement, but he's just got a min move of 1. I'll go back to there. Initiative. Mine with another single unit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to continue this pullback. So meager. Here's his movement. It's a 5. It's gonna go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Take a shot at something here. So Magruder will activate McClaws for an assault on Meager. Here's the attempt. And it comes off. So we got another 1 for assault, 2 for tactical, 1 for Lee, and 1 for a ratio of 2 to 1. Looks like +5. No artillery. And
Yep, no artillery.
I don't have a flank, so just +5, looks like. Alright, so here is +5. Ooh, the dreaded.
Meager, the Irish. The Irish fight.
Boo.
Played like wild men.
They said, take that, will ya? Take that, Sedgwick! Alright, so 6-1. It's a tie. So I am now a 11, so 1D and D for you. And you have a voluntary retreat. You wish?
He's disorganized. I can retreat him 2 hexes? Is
You
that
can do
right?
anywhere from 1 to 4 with a voluntary.
Oh, 1 to 4
Yeah,
hexes. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and retreat him way back to McCall.
Safety in numbers. Okay.
Yeah, safety numbers and
He did what he needed to do, which was
yeah.
he he upset Lee. Here is our next initiative. It is mine again, so I think I will activate R.H. Anderson and Pickett with Longstreet. Here's their march +1. It's 3. So 1, 2, 3. Longstreet will go with him. R.H. Anderson just goes there. Initiative. Mine again.
For those of you who watched the first, understand the initiatives went completely the other way.
That's true.
So the Vassal dice roller
It's changed.
does seem to know who's playing the game.
That's right. All right, we're going to move them again, so here's their march. There we go. 7.
Like I said.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Initiative. Oh, that's not good.
Well.
Old Pete to the rescue. Maybe.
Okay, we're going to attempt core assault Heinzman with Hooker against R.H. Anderson. Here's the attempt. 5. Heinzman's a 4, so it does not come off. Initiative. Mine again. I'm going to try the same thing again. It does come off with a 4, because one unit can go in with a 4. So McClellan is going to attempt a grand assault to bring in Kearney. Does not come off. So we have a ratio of 18 to 9. So the ratio is a +1. Tactical is a +1. Type is a +1. Artillery is 4 to 2, so that's a no effect. I do have 5 hexes covered, but both those come off because of the you have 2 friendly units, so it's no flank. and no terrain, so it's a final of a +3.
+3. It's Heinzelman's big moment.
Yeah, I don't know if that was right. Yeah, we'll see. +3.
Oh,
Oh wow.
these swings, man. I'm tired of these
+5.
ones. All
On a
right.
9.
5 out of 9. Is that a 2
2
DR?
DR for you, but
Wow.
I have 18, so I'm probably going to suffer a manpower
Just an
loss. No, I
EA.
don't.
Yeah. Giveth and taketh. All right. So I take 2 manpower losses, and that is a big, big honkin' route. I think they have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Definitely not going to go into that hex. Cleared my flank for now. Okay, initiative. Okay, I'm going to activate Richardson. Here's his movement. 4, extended march to 1, so he's okay. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. Better block Savage's station. It's going to stop there. Initiative. It's yours with I think you can build a bridge if
Our
you'd like,
first
or attempt.
double, yeah. So so I'm going to pull out the little reference chart here, and so we have 1, and on a 1 for this turn, I would be successful, and then I will do my normal activation. So here's the die roll. It is not going to happen. All right. I think Hoosier will go to 2. Here's his movement. It's 4. And he'll just go to there. Initiative. Yours?
1 unit. Hooker with Heinzelman is going to go to fatigue 4. Here's his movement. It's a 4. There's his extended march. This is a +2. Okay. Best he can do is go backwards 1 to there. He's done for the day as well. Initiative. It's yours.
Hoosier to 3. Here's his movement. 5.
Hmm.
And he's just going to go to there. Initiative. Yours. Oh, and extended march, excuse me. Forgot the protocol. Extended march for Hoosier. He's okay.
Franken will activate Slocum. There's his movement. This is 6. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Timberlake. There's initiative roll. It's yours.
There's an interesting possibility there. So we will take that opportunity. Pickett will activate with Longstreet. Here's his movement. And he can go to here. Let's see, his extended march first. Man, never rains but it pours.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, disorganize. So he'll go there. So we'll take the attempt. If I don't, Hoosier's in trouble. So I better take the opportunity. So we're going to have a -1 for a hasty attack. It is now 7 to essentially 21, so -2 for ratio. Artillery, I've got 2 to your 3, so go ahead and do a die roll in rough, and it is used. So that comes on. And we've got a +2 for tactical and a +4 for final flank. So I see 6 up and 4 down for a 2.
Oh, +2. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, here it is, +2. And it is +2.
+2 it is. 1 DR for me.
Yeah, 1 DA for me. So
1 DA for you. So good attack.
yeah.
Accomplished your mission. 2 to 4 hexes. So 1, 2. Just going to leave him there.
Okay. And Longstreet
Yours.
sends a courier to Hoosier saying, "You owe me a case of peach brandy for saving
Yeah,
your
thought I
hide." All right.
had a chance there to maybe beat him up a little
Yeah.
bit. But
Yeah. All right. Initiative. It's mine again.
did you want to stay where you were, or did you want to move down?
Yeah, I'm going to keep that road open for the moment.
Okay.
All right. So now what can we do? I need to make some headway down there, but at the same time, I like harassing you. Um,
Once again, I'm amazed at how these scenarios play out so differently.
yeah. All right, let's do this. Magruder's going to activate Cobb, D.R. Jones, and the Artillery Reserve. They're all going to get a fatigue. Here's their march. It's a 3. So Magruder and Lee will go to D.R. Yeah, they'll go to D.R. Jones. Artillery Reserve there, and they'll come there. Cobb will come on down to there. All right, initiative. It's yours.
2 units. Very Nagley out of that hole. I'm going to activate Nagley. Says movement. To 4. And go 1, 2, 3. Oh, first he's going to go anyway. Initiative.
All right.
Oh, your chance to build a bridge.
Let's see if we get a bridge now. What is on that
Second try.
lovely 2 column? So a success on a 1 or 2. Here's the attempt. And I've got a bridge. Pretty bridge. I think I will have D.H. Hill construct it, and he has to activate something from his core now.
Mm-hmm.
So he will activate both units from his core, his demi divisions, I think. Here's their march, and they get 6. So go 1, 2, and I think Garland will just come join them. Alright, bridge is built. Initiative. It's mine again. Let us activate Ransom. Here's his march. Boo! Gets a minimum 2. 1, 2. It's initiative. It's mine again. Ransom to 2. Here's his march. Here's a big one. He'll just go to there. Initiative. It's mine. Ransom to 3. Here's his movement. 6. Extended march. He's okay, so he will just slip right into there. Initiative. It's yours.
Order's going to activate Sykes. It's his movement. 4. Porter's going to transfer to him. 1. He has 2 movement points. 3 left. He's going to use 2 to launch a normal attack against Ransom. So the ratio is covered. Type is 0. The tactical is going to be a +1. Artillery, I believe, is going to be a die roll. Rough terrain.
Right, here's the die roll. It is used.
It's used. So artillery is a -1. So type and tactical are wash. The final flank is a +4.
It is.
I think that's it. It's going to be a +4 final.
Lost the initiative just when I needed it most.
I got it just when I needed it most. +4. Well, let's see how this die roll comes out. +4 final.
+3.
+3 result.
So could have been very dangerous.
7 is a 1 DR. Double FA for me.
Look at that. You didn't even lose anything. Alright, so has to go there, and then there. I'll take him farther up the road, and give you another manpower loss for me to you. Would you like to take that hex?
I don't know. Let's see. No, I'm leaving there. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to get him further away from my supply. Or more in the way. Initiative.
Okay.
It's yours with a tie, but you
Don't need to
tend
worry
to
about that anymore.
Yeah.
DH Hill will activate both Demi divisions. And here's their movement. Terrible. Right, they'll just slide right there. Initiative. Mine again. Garland will march to 3. Here's his movement. It's 5. Here's his extended. It's okay. Do that. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Richardson. Take him to fatigue 4. Here's his movement. It's a 4. Here's his extended march. 2 plus. He's just going to make a mid move down to there. Initiative. It's mine with a 3. I can do 1. Porter's going to activate McCall. Here's his movement. It's a 6. Porter's going to transfer to McCall. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 remaining. That's all he's going to do. Initiative. Yours.
DH Hill will activate roads. Here's his march. Man, these are terrible. Terrible. Here's his extended march. It's okay. So go 1, 2. Initiative. Yours.
Activate horse artillery. Movement. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. It's yours.
Massing that cannon on Malvern Hill again.
Yeah.
History is doomed to repeat itself.
It's hard to see 2 days ahead.
Right. But that's certainly a good place to have them, while you can.
Yeah, this is
It's so different.
it's so different, and the roads. It's just
Yeah.
I've got myself in a pickle, but I'm not sure how to get myself out of it.
All right. So DHL is going to activate roads for an assault attempt on Meager. So here is the attempt, and it comes off.
This would be Meager and the artillery reserve.
So what we're going to get here is +1 assault, +3 tactical. I think, right? There's nobody that's +3 tack, and 2 to 1, so +1 ratio. And there's no artillery used because you are in a swamp. I don't have a flank, so it's just +5 I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here it goes. +5 Confederate. And it's +4 result. So for me, that is an FA, little FA, which he's already fatigued.
1 DR
One
for
DR
me.
for you. Okay. So bring that close.
The artillery reserve. 6 hexes. 1, 2. I have to follow the roads, right? 3.
No, the higher priority is going farther away from the active unit, which is
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4.
Okay, now, big decision time. Historically, that White Oak Bridge was highly contested, but Porter is sitting there with fairly fresh. So I am not going to advance into that hex. No sense putting DHL into danger. Initiative. It's mine. Alright. I think we'll have Jackson activate his 2 divisions in range. Here's their movement. It's a 6. He's going to transfer to Winder. And Whiting will go 1, 2, 3, go to there. And Jackson goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, might as well join him. 5, 6. Initiative. Yours.
1 unit. Activate Nagley. His movement. It's a min of 1. Here's his extended march. He's okay. So he can go to White Oak Bridge. Initiative. Mine was a 6. Porter's going to activate Call, Artillery Reserve 2, and Morel. Here's their movement. It's 5. Morel's going to move first. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Artillery Reserve 2 is going to go next. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Porter and go 1 back to White Oak Bridge. Initiative. It's mine with a 4. I could do 1 unit. I'll take Artillery Reserve 2. This is movement. It's 3. I can do a mid move to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Going to activate.
I don't know how many times I can count to 9, but I think I've counted 9 about 20 times tonight. I ought to put markers wherever I need to be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought about that. Just putting like a blue line or something, but it's just there's so many landings down there.
Yeah, it's
Okay. Let us then move. Magruder's going to activate Cobb to fatigue level 3. Here is his march. Does a 7. And we're going to transfer to Cobb. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. And he needs an extended march, of course. Extended march for Cobb. He's okay. Here's the initiative. Yours.
okay. Keys is going to activate Couch, Peck, and Nagley. Here's their movement. It's a 6. Couch is going to go 1, 2, 3. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A lot.
But Malvern Hill is now well defended. Here's Nagley's extended march. +2. He's okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Poindexter. Initiative. It's yours.
Fougere is going to go to fatigue level 4. Here's his movement. 6. Here's his extended march, +1. He's okay. Go 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Mine. Oh, look, there's Holmes way over there. Let's increase his fatigue and march him.
Oh,
Here's Holmes's march. 2. We'll just go 1, 2. Initiative. Mine again. Holmes again. This is movement. 3. 1, 2, 3.
yeah, the roads there are just
Yeah.
horrible.
You can't get there from here. Right.
You just moved 2 hexes.
I know,
towards me.
right? What's the point? Initiative. Mine again. Holmes to 3. March. 5. Extended march. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. To there. Initiative. Mine. I'm going to pass.
Franklin is going to activate Slocum and Smith. Here's their movement. It's a movement of 2. Move Smith first. Here's his extended march. It's a 5 plus 1, so he's going to have to flip. He's going to do 1, 2, and move. Here's Slocum's extended march. He's going to, let's see, 6 plus 2 is an 8. 13 is manpower. No, it's 19. That's greater than 10 anyway. So he's going to lose 3 manpower. Golly. 1, 2. Initiative. It's yours.
Holmes will go to 4. Here's his movement. Here's his extended plus 1. He flips. Flummoxed by the sudden flanking. He'll go to there. Initiative. Mine. EP Hill will activate all 3 of his. Here's their march. Plus 1. 7. So he will go with J.R. Anderson. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice bridge. 5, 6.
Seriously thinking about passing just to keep him up there.
I know. I looked at it after I passed and went, oh, I didn't move him. I'll keep him in reserve. And then I was like, but if he does something, I'm going to move him next time. 1, 2,
But I thought
3,
I had a chance to pull off a
4,
flank attack.
5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just keep him there. Alright. Initiative. It's yours.
Well, those guys out of position. I need to get them back where they were. So, hey, golly, that was just such a waste. Franklin is going to activate Slocum and Smith. They're going to go fatigue 4. Here's their movement. It's a min 2, right?
It is a min 2 for them, yeah.
Smith's just going to go back where he was. Here's his extended march. It's a 5 plus 2. So he's going to go 7. He's going to lose 2 manpower.
He's at 20. So it's 2 or... Yeah.
Yeah, manpower greater than 10.
Oh, right, of course.
So here's Slocum's extended march. He's actually not going to lose any manpower this time. 2 back to Newmarket. Initiative. It's yours.
I think Magruder will activate Cobb, D.R. Jones, and the artillery 1 to move and go to 4. Here's their march. 5. Alright, let's take this in steps, shall we? Artillery reserve 1. They'll slide into there and flip. And then their extended march. Actually, I guess I should do that first. So let's do this in the proper order. Extended march first for artillery reserve. Plus 1. They're okay. Now they slide into there and flip. Dr. Jones, his extended march +1. He will flip. And he'll slide in there and lose a manpower. And then Cobb, here's his extended +1. He's okay. And they will all move right into there. Okay. Initiative. It's mine. EP Hill will activate Anderson and Greg to 2. Here's their march. That's 5. EP Hill slides there. Greg slides there. Initiative. Mine.
Little George's last stand.
There's going to be a stern note waiting for him back from the War Department. Problem is you've got escape routes. So, alright, we'll just take a pot shot. AP Hill. Activate Anderson for an assault on McClellan and Heinzelman. Here is their attempt. It comes off. Okay, so now we'll request a grand assault from Lee. And you can get 3 hexes in. I think I'm just going to bring in Greg. Alright, so we got +1 assault, +1 tactical. Go ahead and give me a die roll for your artillery. No artillery.
Not used. Could have used it.
Yeah, not even unlimbered. Come on. And then I think it's a +3 final flank.
Yep. So I see. You got all hexes covered, but one comes off because of Richardson.
Right. And no modifiers for creeks.
Yeah, you did a good job getting the creek out of there.
Okay. So we will attempt this with a +5. Here we go. Let's hopefully got those splits out of the way. Here we go. +5. And that's a big one. It's a +8.
On 18 is going to be a lot of manpower
That is
losses.
4 DR for you and double demoralized.
Double demoralized?
Yeah.
Okay. Double. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now he has to retreat 4 to 6 hexes, but he can go to here for 1. No, he has to follow the road. Is there a road there? Can't
Yeah,
tell.
both have both. Yeah, he can go to Richardson or.
There's a road there, so he can go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There you go. Yeah, we'll throw both of them in there. Oops. Okay. Initiative. It's yours.
Porter will activate McCall. His movement 5, extended march 2. So he's actually going to be okay. He's just going to go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
DH Hill activate Garland. Here's his march. And here's his extended +1. And you will transfer to him. And they'll just go to there. Initiative. It's yours. As many as you like.
I'm going to pass.
Okay.
So I just beat up on Richard.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have Winder activate. He'll attempt an assault on Richardson. Here's the attempt. Goes off. So it is 1 assault, 2 tactical. There's no artillery because you're in the swamp. Ratio's covered, and then just a +3 final flank.
+5 final?
+6 assault, tactical, and final flank.
+6. Yep.
Okay. Here's +6. And it is a +7 result.
7 out of 12 is another double demoralization. No, it's not double demoralization. It's just an asterisk. Disorganized. 3 more manpower. Golly gee. 1, 2, 3. You attacked from Jackson's
I did.
location.
So
I can go 1 to there,
right.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take him all the way back to
The safety of
Malvern.
Malvern Hill. That's the rally point, boys.
It is. It really is. It's going to be a.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's yours. Fisher's Ford is yours. Not.
Yeah, we'll take it. Okay. Initiative. It's yours.
I'm going to pass again.
Can I get lightning to strike twice? You're in rough this time, and there's a creek, so I'm not going to push my luck on that one. But I will have Jackson activate Whiting to 2. Here's the March 4. And he'll go 1, 2, 3 to White Oak Bridge. Initiative. It's mine. Branch, go to 2. Here's the March. It's minimum 2, so not great, not bad. 1, 2. Initiative. Yours.
Pass again.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything I need to do. I'm going to move the artillery reserve to. Here's their movement. It's a 3. So 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Mine again. I think AP Hill will take Greg and Anderson to next fatigue. They'll both get extended marches. So here's their movement. It's a 6. J.R. Anderson first. +1 on this extended. He's okay. So we got 1 to there. That's a little better now. Let's do that. Let's make a prepared attack on Sykes. So we got +1 prep, +2 tactical, and go ahead and roll for your artillery. It is not used. So it looks like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 hexes covered, but 2 of them will come off anyway, so no flank. So I think it is just
3.
Yep, +3. Okay, here's the Union left, Confederate right, +3. And it's a +4.
4 and 9 is another 1 DR.
And 14 for me is a 1 FA. Left. So another exchange.
He can retreat 4 to 6 hexes. 1, 2. Stop there, I think.
Okay. Then Greg has an extended march. He's okay, and he will just slide in there with them. And that is all. Initiative. Mine. Is there anything else I want to do right now? I think I'm going to pass.
I'm going to pass as well.
Okay. I think we have set a record for the most combats in the first turn. The first turn!
Well, you especially have been just hammering away. I can't believe I'm at +7 losses right now.
Yeah, and I kind of think that what I've seen. I mean, if I'm opening up my playbook here, if I'm taking the laminated card down from my mouth so you can see what I'm saying to the other coaches, I think this one has to be won on aggressiveness, because I mean, you're piling up on Malvern Hill. I'm not going to get any of those spaces, I don't think. I mean, I've played that game before, so I'm flipping the script. All right, so we've reached the end of turn number 1. You get a reinforcement check.
No ones for me, so no reinforcements for me.
Okay, so we will advance the turn marker to turn number 2. And I will hit the recover button. Lots of recovery. Yes, we are in recovery phase. Yeah, you will attempt to build a... Now, as we discussed this before, I think it's easier to build a pontoon bridge than it is to repair that permanent bridge. So...
I wonder why.
I don't know. Okay, so I need a 5 or less. +1 because the river is currently unfordable, as per the scenario. Okay, so just a +1 penalty, I believe. So here is Yule's attempt at fatigue level 0 to build that bridge. And he builds a bridge. Okay. And since he did that, he did not build breastworks. Okay, I believe that is all for the recovery, right? And we've moved on to turn number 2. Very aggressive, yes. Very aggressive turn 1 for the Confederates. I felt it was necessary. Just once I got across that bridge, I needed to put it to you. Now, in many cases, all I did was push broom you and give you a nudge with your divisions down to where you want to be, but at least it keeps them at least at fatigue level 1, which is kind of my goal for turn 2, and keeping them disorganized so that whatever happens in turn 3, that will probably be a factor. But as you said, I'm currently at 7 and you're at 13, so it's +6 in my favor for manpower losses. Alright, would you like to do any leader transfers for turn 2? Part of me had considered just leaving McClellan wrapped up in a box there that he couldn't transfer, but I figured I'd take a shot.
I'll move Heinzelman up to Kearney and McClellan up to Porter. Leave everybody else where they are.
Alright. I think I will move Jackson over to Whiting. Let's move Lee to DHL. That way we got coverage on both sides. Probably not the best thing to do putting him in a swamp, but there you go. Longstreet will stay where he is. Bruder will stay where he is. And I believe that is all for me. So would you like to do the first initiative?
Sure.
And there you go. You get 1.
Mine with 4. So Heinzelman's going to activate Kearney. Get him out of that hole. Here's his movement. It's a 5. Here's his extended march. It's a 5. So that's a 6. 16 is he loses a manpower. So he can go 1, 2, 3. I think I need to hold that crossroads, so he's going to stop right there. Initiative. It's yours.
DH Hill will activate roads. Go to fatigue level 2. Here's his march.
Really use a rain turn right now.
Now we want the rain. Extended march is a 5. He's okay. So he's just going to go in and join Jackson there. Initiative. It's mine. I'm going to have AP Hill activate Greg and Anderson. And Anderson will have an extended march. Anderson will have an extended march. Here's their movement. Terrible. So let's do Anderson first. Extended march. He's okay. And I think we'll go 1, 2 to there. He'll go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. It's mine again. Hoosier will march. Here's his movement. 3, extended march. 3, he's okay. He'll go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Don't like either one of those attacks. But let's see if Jackson can do something here. Jackson will attempt an assault with Whiting. And he's going to do it on Sumner. Because he has no artillery at the moment. Here's the attempt. It comes off. He'll send a courier for a grand assault. To Lee, here we go. It comes off. So he will bring in Rhodes. And now they've got the ratio covered. So I think it's just +1 assault, +1 tactical, and then -1 creek.
For a +1 final?
Just looks like a +1 final. Here we go, +1. And it is +2.
2 result. A 10.
17. So it's a 1 DA for me.
It's a D for me.
So we exchange, but that gives you a little nudge down the road.
Crossed my little creek defense there. Go 1, 2. We'll go to small store.
So they're both gonna. I'm gonna lose 1 manpower from Rhodes, and I think we're gonna send Rhodes in there. Okay, initiative. It's yours.
1. Franklin's going to activate Slocum. Just his movement. 6. Extended march. 4. Go 1 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Can activate Slocum again. His movement. 6. Extended march. So 1. He's okay. Tuck him behind the creek. Initiative. Mine with 5. I can activate 2 units this time. Keys is going to activate Peck and Couch. Their movement. Start with Peck. Go 1, 2. Couch. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. It's mine with a 4. I'm going to pass.
Nicely done, sir. You've built a wall. When it comes to stone walls, we need to call in Jackson. So Jackson will activate Winder. Here's his march.
That's the unit I was looking at, thinking you're going to jump in
7.
over there and then come.
Come barreling down. I'm nothing if not predictable. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Nagley. March. 3. Extended march. 6. So he's going to lose. No, he's just going to flip. Going to do a min move to there. Initiative. I'm a 6. I'm going to pass again.
I'll have Hoosier march. Here's his movement. 2. Here's his extended +1. He is going to flip and go to here. Initiative. Mine. Peck and Couch are definitely troublesome being fresh. Well,
This is interesting. I don't feel good about where I'm at all.
But you've got a good solid defense now, and I can't quite crack it as easily because I don't have flanks, and it's going to be like frontal assaults, and I never like doing that.
You do crack it though. It's going to be like a It's gonna
Well,
be like it's gonna be like a nut that cracked. It's gonna be the
yeah.
deluge.
I think I have to risk the attack on couch. I gotta try that now, and it could prove costly. But you're in rough, so that's the only thing I have going in my favor because I don't like that Heinzelman rolling. Although it's 5 to 5 on artillery. Jackson is potentially better. 22. By getting Nagley in there, you just managed to kill that. So, um, yeah, I think Jackson will attempt an assault with Winder on Heinzelman first. So here's the assault attempt. It comes off. So we're not going to bother with the 2 to 1. So we'll just go in as that is. So we'll do 1 assault, 1 tactical, -1 artillery because I've got 3 and you got 5 in rolling. It's really a frontal assault, which I do not like. No, sir. No, sir. So +1, it looks like. Is that what you see?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. +1.
All right, here's +1. Okay. It's a +4 result. Send Heinzelman running.
If I said crack my line like a.
So,
That's a 13 on a +4.
yeah,
2 DR for me.
I've got 13, so 1 FA to me.
Come both off of Nagley. Gotta retreat 4 to 6 hexes. Gotta go further away. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the barn. The worst part is you get Glendale.
So Jackson and Winder do move into Glendale. Um,
That threatens Porter. Ugh.
uh, does and threatens Keys as well.
And Keys, yeah, it's like I said, that's.
All right,
I
here's the
think that was,
initiative.
if I remember correctly from reading the book, that was a crucial crossroads the Union
Oh,
held.
well, going all the way back to the gates of Richmond, the Glendale. Damn Glendale.
True enough. True enough.
All right, so here's the initiative. It's mine. All right. So,
Here comes the big assault.
uh, yeah, I feel like now's the time. If not now, because I gotta get Keys. So let's do that. Let's have AP Hill attempt an assault with J.R. Anderson. On Keys, here's the attempt. It does occur.
Hmm?
He will send a courier for a grand assault attempt to Lee. Lee says, not today. That's not good. Okay, well, I've got better than half of yours, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, so we got a +1 assault, a +1 tactical. I've got 2 pieces of artillery to your 6 in rough. I'm guessing that's an automatic -1. I needed some help. Alright, and then we've got a +3 final flank, because I do not have a road into 1633. -1 ratio, 1 -1 artillery. Yeah. So 5 up, 2 down. +3?
Yes, +3
All
final.
right. Good. It's always good to have a separate set of eyes. Alright, here's AP Hill's attempt on Keys. +3. And it is a +1.
Still probably could be bad enough because I'm going to have
+1.
to 1D. Not terrible.
And I'm a 13, so it's a 1D for me also. So, but you have the option for a voluntary retreat if you wish.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take that. Okay, so you attack from AP Hill, and I assume I have to follow the same retreat
You do.
requirements.
Yeah. So,
And it's 2 to 4 hexes, is that right?
for voluntary, it's 1 to 4. You can go even just 1 if you want. But I think you have to. It's still on the charts. So, for example, you couldn't stop at 1633.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I can go to there, though.
Yeah.
Back to Culp's Hill.
Oh, no. That's the wrong battle, sir. This is Malvern Hill.
Malvern Hill. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I said Culp's Hill. No.
Yeah, well, it's practicable,
Wasn't even,
right?
wasn't even thinking of Gettysburg.
All right.
But you
Initiative.
cannot advance because that
I
was a
cannot,
voluntary
right.
retreat.
That's voluntary, right.
Okay.
Yep. But here's the initiative. It's yours with 1.
Yeah, Porter's going to activate McCall. His movement is 3, 1. He's just going to go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Jackson will march Winder to 4. There's the movement. It's 2. Boo. Here's his extended march. +1. He's okay. He'll go to there. Will not attack. Initiative. Mine again. AP Hill will activate Greg to 2. Here's their movement. 4, 5. Extended march. He's okay. So he'll transfer to Greg. And he'll go 1, 2 to there. And he does have 3 left over. No, we'll just keep it there. Initiative. It's mine again. Bring artillery reserve 2 up. Movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine. Artillery reserve 2 again. Movement. 2. 1, 2. And initiative. Again. Artillery reserve a 3rd time. Bring those horses up. Initiative. March. 4. Extended march. 4. Okay, so he can go 1, 2, 3. Initiative. All right, let's try it. Greg will go to 3. We'll attempt and reserve artillery 4. We'll attempt an assault with AP Hill on McClellan. So here's the attempt, and it can bring both in. So 1 assault, 1 tactical. We got the artillery covered. There's no creek at that point. +1 flank. All right. That is all.
+3?
+3, I think. Yep. Okay, so here's the attempt. +3. And it is a 0 if result. So 0 is 1D and a D for you. So I gave you back 1.
Done for the day, though. Definitely hanging out there. Can take a voluntary retreat.
Can.
Get back to there. Yeah, I'll go 1 more to there.
No advancement for me, so initiative. It's mine again. AP Hill will activate branch to 1. There's the movement. 6. He will transfer to branch. I'll go 2, and then 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. I'm going to pass.
I'm going to pass.
Okay. Yes, we've expended a lot of blood, sweat, and tears today. All right. So recovering, and you get an attempt on your reinforcement.
Go. Hey, look at that.
Look at you,
Kimball?
Kimball, Dr. Richard Kimball.
The joint ferry down there.
All right. Advancing the turn marker. All right. Turn 3 is here. Interesting. Turn 2 was a little shorter than I thought, and of course I realized that I forgot to move Yule, so duh. Another wasted asset that sits up there, but we'll have to see what we can do with him with 4 fatigues in turn 3. Um, this one, you talk about tough nuts. I don't. I see you've got McClellan and Morel exactly where they need to be. I believe that is 9 hexes, right? So
Yeah.
um, that's you wanted a line, you got a line, and I think everybody else is in supply as well. So it's not the supply line game. It's gonna have to be. Let's look at the victory point schedule here. I've got 11 losses and you've got 17. So I have to pick up 3 somehow.
More.
3 more, if for a marginal. And I mean, if I could do that with Malvern Hill, that'd be great. But wow, that's that's a mountain of people and artillery. Jeez, 10, 14, 20 pieces of artillery on that hill.
Yeah,
Shit.
I piled them up there. I
You
don't
are a slave to history, sir.
I don't think you can cut anybody off from supply. I don't think.
I don't think so either. I mean, there's a slim possibility, but again, that's you've got such a wide range of everything along the James, starting at 1506 east and south. So that's why I extended that little blue line there. You just got so many landings that things could come in from. Obviously, it gets harder as you move downriver, but I'm not feeling great. But I never feel great on the last turn. So I'm gonna need a little help from the dice right now. I think it's been back and forth in turn 2. There was some pluses and minuses. I managed to fatigue out some of your units, but I did not really catch them out in the flats like I was hoping to with some of the flanks. Well, closest I got was Heinzelman, but he managed to get away.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I had some crucial. It just barely broke my way that day too.
Yeah, yeah. So that could be quite the difference here. Let's see if I can bring some folks up to the front and take a take a couple shots at the goal line. All right, so go ahead and do any leader transfers that you like.
I'm gonna take McClellan.
I'm gonna put him on the Galena and send him down the river, right?
Yeah, might as well. Look what he's done me. Move him to Heinzelman. Guys are just so battered. Porter to Sykes, I think.
Well, you and I are both grasping for every little modifier that we can get.
Yeah, basically. Morel's my biggest, freshest unit. He's way out there on my right flank. It's all Amelie, Sumner, and Franklin and Keys, of course, obviously where they are.
Okay. I will move AP Hill to Greg. I'll move Lee down to Jackson. DH Hill down to Rhodes. So you gave us the first initiative on the last one. I will do it for this final turn. Here we go. It's yours with as many as you want.
Okay. Can activate Hooker. His movement to move him back to there. Initiative. It's mine. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. I'm going to have AP Hill activate branch. Take him to 1. Here's his movement. Man, I could live the rest of my life without seeing another one. I'd be happy. Um, he'll go 1, 2. We'll send AP Hill with him. Initiative. To mine again. AP Hill will take him to 2. And here's their movement. Well, slightly better. It's a 3 now. So 1, 2. Initiative.
Seen about the flank thing, didn't I?
Yeah, take him to 3. So branch to 3. Here's a movement. There's the 6 I need. Here's extended. He's okay. So he'll just go to there. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Kimball. There's his movement. It's a 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. Initiative. It's yours.
D.H. Hill will activate Garland and Rhodes. Here's their movement. 4. Extended march for Rhodes. He's okay. And he'll go 1, 2, and make a normal attack on Morel. Let's see if we can do something here. So it's a normal attack. It's a +2 tactical. It is a -1 ratio. You are enrolling, so -1 for artillery. And a +3 final flank. I think it's 5 up
3
2.
final.
+3 final, yep. Alright, +3, here we go. And it is a +2, which is what I needed.
2 on a 17. So 1 DR.
And a 1 DA for me.
Okay, demoralization. That was wrong. And you're also going to pick up another manpower loss. So I treat to here, and it was another manpower.
Okay.
Treat 2 more hexes there. I should have seen that coming and gotten out of that mess. Nance's shop is yours if you'd like to take Nance's shop.
No, they will stay right there. Initiative. It's mine. Okay. Oh, I forgot to move Garland. He had 4, so he went 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep. We're gonna try an assault on Porter with Winder. So he'll go to 2. Here is the attempt. It does not go off. Boo! Initiative. Mine again. Let's send a stern memoranda. Let's try that again. Here's the attempt. Alright, it comes off this time. This time we will ask Lee for a grand assault with Garland, maybe? And it does not come off. Jeez Louise, I've had the worst luck with those. Alright, but we will still get a bonus for him. So, we're going to get +1 assault, +1 tactical, +1 Lee. It is a die roll for your artillery. It's not used. Okay, so just a +3.
3 final, yeah.
Alright, there's +3.
Two.
It's a -2. No, -1, yes. -1 for me. So, -1 on 13 is a 1D, so I'm going to give that back to you now. And
2 fatigues.
2 fatigues. So now. That did not go well. Okay, so that lose 1, flip. He's done. Alright. Initiative. Mine. We will activate Yule. Here's his movement. Oh, the wheels are coming off. Alright, Roger. Right now. Here we go. 1, 2. Get a few breaks, get your hopes up, and then crushed utterly. Initiative. Mine again. Let's do Yule again. Movement. 3. Oh, no, minimum 2. Yeah. So 1, 2. But he's in range now. So initiative. Mine. All these 1/6s when I don't need them, right?
Yep. I was just thinking that was good to see that there.
Right. We're going to activate Fougere. Here's his movement. So we'll send him into the woods there. And he will not suffer any ramifications from that. Initiative. Yours. Bum bum bum.
Let's we'll attempt a core assault against Hugere with Franklin, Slocum, and Smith. Here's the attempt. 3, so it does come off. A ratio of a +1, type of a +1, tactical of a +1, 5 hexes covered.
Garland will come off.
So I see a final of a +4.
Okay. Plus one.
+1 result.
29.
Yeah. Gave you the game, didn't I?
3D.
What's the impact on you?
Just a D.
I gave you the game.
23 to 13. So that is 10. And they will get out of there. Go 1, 2, 3.
You have a +10 manpower now?
I do.
Roger. I'd put it out of reach, but no, it went the other way. Okay, that's all right. Initiative. It's mine with a 6. Keys is going to activate Peck. Here's his movement. Here's his extended march. Gonna be okay. He went to D2. Peck's just going to go to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Longstreet activate Picket. Here's the movement. Man. 2, 1, 2. Initiative. Mine again. Picket again. Movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine. Jackson will activate Whiting and Ewell. Here's their movement. Come on. Whiting's extended march. Let's see. Do I want to move Jackson? I think we will keep him there for the moment. So Whiting's extended march, and that was a good call because he will flip and just go 1, 2. Ewell's extended march. He's okay, and he will go 1, 2. Initiative. Mine again. No, he will not. I'm going to pass.
Oh, okay. Keys is going to attempt an assault against Garland with Couch. Here's the attempt. 5. It does not come off. Initiative. Mine. We will try the same thing again. The attempt. This time it does come off. Okay, we're going to ask McClellan for a grand assault. The attempt. So 1. I can bring in 3 hexes. I'll bring in the artillery reserve 2, horse artillery, and sight. So it's going to be Peck, Couch, and the artillery reserve. So that gives me 18 manpower. So the ratio is going to be +1. The artillery is going to be, that's 10 to 2, so that's +8. So it's a die roll for you for the artillery.
It's for you to see if
Oh,
you
for
get to use
me,
it. Yeah, positive.
I do.
Okay.
Artillery is a +1. Tactical is going to be a +1. And the type is going to be a +1. And there's no flank because I have all the hexes covered, but they both come off because you have
Right.
units in both areas. So the final is going to be 1, 2, 3. Final is a +4. Am I digging my hole big deeper? +4. 8 is 1 DR, but I think I'm probably going to give you right back.
That's one FA.
Yep. Just didn't make any difference. Artillery's going is not manpower. Dang it.
And they have to go get demoralized.
Couch is done. Peck is done for the day.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Hmm. Okay, initiative. It's yours.
Well, I guess then I'll have to attempt an assault with Picket on Peck. So here's the attempt. It goes off. So it's 1 assault, 2 tactical, and is a ratio of 2 to 1. So for that. So I think a +4.
Yeah.
Here's +4. It's +6.
So 5 is a 2 DR. No effect on you. 4 to 6 hexes. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
And we'll have a Longstreet advance in. Initiative. Yours.
Well, sir, let's look at the victory point, shall we?
Sure, let us do that. I'm pulling that chart up right now. I see Union losses currently at 26 and Confederate losses at 14. So that is 12 in favor of the Confederates.
So that means I'd have to somehow cut off another 4.
Well, you need 10, so you'd have to do 3, right? Yeah,
3.
right. So you'd have to get me down to 9. What do you have left?
Franklin is done.
Right.
Keyes is done.
Mm-hmm.
Porter has Sykes with 8 manpower. I got Meager with 5. I got Kearney and Nagley, but they're at demoralization, so they're at half. I think if I was just catching up on
Yeah,
attacking with demoralization.
right. They attack at half with no artillery, right?
Half with no artillery, so that's another. So they're not going to be very helpful. Hooker is demoralization, so he's at half. Cedric's tomorrow. McCall is 10. I got Morrell with 10, but he's at fatigue 3. And McCall's at 10. I got Kimball and Ferry. I think this is a hard road to hoe. I mean, I can try to play it out if you'd like.
No. If I mean, I know what I have in store, what I'm planning to do as a sort of ace in the hole.
I mean, you got Magruder is completely fresh.
Right.
I can't see I'd have to get some really good die rolls. I mean, I can't see setting up any flanks because I just don't have the.
Right. I mean, if we wanna just tabletop game it, as an exercise, I could tell you what potentially I would do and how to counter whatever you're potentially, and you would counter and I would counter, and but right now, yeah, I would either just keep passing, in which case then you're gonna keep attacking to try to get the 3 manpower losses. Yeah, Sumner might be in a position to go after Hill because he's within range of McClellan, and he could at least get 10 and 4.5, so he could get 14 and a half on roads, maybe.
Yeah.
I suspect, and you know how I am, and I always like to talk about this in the combat results table. Desperation attacks never go well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Until that one time when they do, and then you feel pretty smart. But I would fear that you at -2 now you would just be digging the hole deeper and deeper trying to get.
That
It's the
that that's what I
it's
see.
the Las Vegas
That's what I
gambler.
see.
It's all going to change on the next roll.
I don't see anything. I guess from my perspective, if it's just playing a die rolling game,
Right.
I don't I don't get a lot of enjoyment out of it. If it's actually maneuver, and
Right.
I just don't see anything that I can do other than
Well,
get up close to you, try to smack you,
right.
hope for a 6-1 split, and
And here's what my potential counter to that would be. I would take Longstreet and do that,
yeah.
and then Smith is now deprived. And
Mm-hmm.
then you're fighting to get Smith and Slocum back into supply,
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too. It's just too,
and that's another 6. So
yeah. No matter how hard I try, I'm gonna lose because that my attack where I was trying to put the coup de grace flipped it completely.
yeah, that was the only part where I physically winced when you were like, "I'm going to attack with Franklin." I'm like, "Oh, he took the bait. He took the huge air bait."
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
That's yeah. That's why we play. So we'll make a little mental note for that. Don't let Patrick bait you into attacking late in the game. Um,
Well, not when it's a point plus one victory point.
right,
Make you earn it. Make the
right,
other guy earn it, and then
exactly right, exactly right.
I should have passed, but I didn't.
That's okay. Well, and you even had that surprise in your voice when I passed. You're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I should have just passed and called it a day. But
Well,
I wanted to see if I could just dig the knife in instead the knife turned and dug into me.
that's I understand the rationale totally.
but
Well, yeah, I will close the books here on the Peninsula campaign with this. So final score is 10 points or 12 points rather for Confederates. So that is a marginal.
yeah, kept it within marginal.
Yeah,
Call that
no,
a victory.
that's of course it's a moral victory. So where do we go from here, sir?
I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
I've
Any
I've got
thoughts?
some ideas. Now you had mentioned in the past in our offline discussion that you are interested in. I mean, up to this point, we have of course been following sort of the chronological flow of the war, and that has brought us here, of course. But you mentioned something about wanting to do something a little later, like 1864. So there are, to my mind, there are a couple options there. We could go to the Atlanta route, or we could go the overland route, or we have the newest, latest, and greatest about to be released Hood Strikes North, which would be the Tennessee campaign, which is a very late 1864. It's in November, December 1864, so there's actually snowfall and stuff and it's close to your home. It's right.
That yeah, it's very very
So
close.
it's near
I've
and dear.
actually been over there and seen some of the battlefields over there. So yeah, I'd be excited to do it if that's available and we can do it. I
Well,
would I would absolutely love to do
I have a guy. I know a guy
that.
that has not only a brand spanking new Vassal module with all of the straight from the printer art ready to go, which will be the release one here. Because as of this recording, here we are in early spring 2021. It is literally done with the printers. They're packing the boxes and they're getting ready to ship it out to the pre-orders along with some of the other reprint materials. So it's arriving any day. I think that would be awesome to get on the front end of that curve and do that. So what do you say we move on to
Let's
the
see.
Cumberland,
Middle Tennessee is
Middle
what we like to
Tennessee,
call it
right?
here.
Yes, and that map always it kills me because it's to the right is north, and it's just
Oh
the way
yeah,
the
that might
way
take
Charlie
some
did that
adjusting
map.
there to
Yeah, it's like wait a minute, Columbia's where now?
yeah.
Nashville's what? Okay, well then, what we will do then here for the good of everybody as we close out our final on to Richmond tonight. Officially, we will now then move on to Hood Strikes North, and we'll just dive right in and go through those scenarios. I did look through them. There's 8 scenarios in there, so that's 16 potential weeks of playing, and they're all very short. And
Oh
then
okay.
that one also has a campaign, which is a modest campaign. So maybe perhaps we use that as your first campaign game.
Oh
Yeah.
okay.
with all the great things that come with late war stuff, this will be your first chance to see entrenchments. So, and for those of you guys watching this, if you're not familiar with 1864, that is one of the perks. So now you move to a hex, you chop down some trees, and you throw up some simple defense works. So I think that's a natural fit. So I'm excited if you're excited.
I'm real excited. I was gonna, when we had preliminary talked about this, I thought about, is that a possibility? And I'm excited that it is. I didn't know the module was there. That's great.
It
And
is, and yeah, I mean, like I said, we sort of have the blessing of the developers. It's Ed Beach, Joe Balkowski, Chris Withers, and the Vassal designer Alberto Romero, and those are available to us here early into the release of it. So I think this would be an opportunity for us to do it. So
and I can't thank that group enough for letting us do the on to Richmond opportunity
it
with the new map and their tweaks to the scenarios. It's been fantastic.
it has
I
been.
really love this game. I mean, it seemed like we've been kind of in the same area for all these different scenarios, and yet each one is played out differently. I imagine it plays out differently each time people play it.
It is.
Um,
I mean, it was so drastically, markedly different that I just remember the first time I cracked it on Vassal, and I couldn't tell what the units were, where they were. Everything looked like a dark swamp. And now it's just people are asking me like, "What are the scenarios like?" I don't remember them because these are so different and it's so bright, and just the map refresh alone,
yeah,
and as you mentioned, a couple of the scenarios were tweaked for balance, and I think it's just going to be dynamite. So keep an eye out for the pre-order of that, which will probably by the time you see this be sometime, I don't know, maybe this year. We heard
oh,
about that
okay,
at Winter
cool.
Offensive, so within the next year, I think because they're doing that, and Grant Takes Command, and the Petersburg module all into one super reprint pack, like they did with Roads to Gettysburg 2 and Stonewall Jackson's Way 2. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. And yeah, thank you very much for letting us play through this. Anything else before we exhort people to leave comments below?
No, not for me. No, not at
Okay,
all.
all right. Well,
Thank you for the game again. Just got a little too excited.
no, hey, that's part and parcel of great campaigns. You want to take that brass ring when you see it, and
Yeah,
sometimes you fallen off the carousel. I get it. I've done it more than I care to admit. But if you've enjoyed this, please take a moment to click that subscribe button so you'll see the next series when it starts up. And if you've enjoyed it more than anything, click that like button so we know that there are elements here that you are enjoying. And the best way to let us know is to, of course, leave your feedback and comments and thoughts down below. What would you do different? And if you have any questions, we're certainly glad to answer them. I'm always looking at it. So if something confused you here, please take a moment, ask your question, and I'll answer it for you. And on behalf of Roger and myself, we will see you in Central, what'd you say? Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee is what we call it. We have 3 stars on our flag: East
That's right.
Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, and West
Well,
Tennessee.
I'll
So,
see if I can dig up some Rocky Top music for our first scenario.
okay,
Have a great
if you
one.
want.
Have a great one, Roger. Thanks for the game.
Bye bye.
Bye.